Good afternoon sa ating lahat. Welcome to our channel, Artsy Creations. Yesterday, we uploaded a tutorial video about calligraphy using a calligraphy pen and a ball pen. Ayun, and then nung na-upload yung video, may mga nagtanong kung paano naman kung wala silang calligraphy pen, which is oo nga naman, no? So I decided to do another tutorial and we'll write calligraphy using the pencil. Ayan. Although kahapon, we already wrote it with a ball pen, kaya lang I wrote it in a way na in a not basic way. Kaya, of course, if it's written in a not basic way, mas mahirap sundan. So, kaya I am making a video now na we'll write it in a basic way na susundin pa rin natin yung mga rules na diniscuss natin kahapon. Ayan. But before we proceed, we'll have a review muna yung mga rules and we'll write it in a calligraphy pen bago tayo mag-proceed sa lesson natin ngayon. Okay? So, we'll observe the 5 rules while writing a word para ma-review natin. Okay. So, number 1 rule, dapat palagi naka 45 degrees. Number 2, dapat i-observe natin yung parallels and perpendiculars. Okay, so let's start. Let's write a word. Calligraphy. Okay, so 45 degrees siya. Yan, and then we observe parallels and perpendicular. So let's write letter A. Vertical, vertical. Ayan. And then now let's do number 3 rule, observing tips and roads. So tip to tip, tip to road, road to road. So, mag-tip to broad tayo doon sa taas, then tip to tip sa baba. Okay, and then small line flourish, vanish, small line vanish. And then vertical line, parallel, vertical line. Okay, and then small line flourish, tip to tip. Okay, and then vertical line, tip to tip. And then vertical na parallel siya ha. And then tip to broad, tip to tip. Okay, and then diagonal, and then horizontal, kukonect natin dun sa tip. Ayan. And then small line, and then vertical, small line vanish, and then vanish, and then vertical, tip to broad, tip to tip, small line vanish. So medyo bilisan ko na para makaproceed tayo sa next. Vanish, so vertical, small line vanish, slide, diagonal, tip to tip, vanish, and then vertical, tip to tip, diagonal, and then vanish, tip to tip. Okay, so we observe 1, 2, 3, 4, and then number 5, twisting the angles. We will enhance yung mga edges using the tip ng pen. Okay, so that's our lesson yesterday. So binalikan lang natin. Okay, now punta na ngayon tayo sa lesson natin. So we'll still do the same word. Okay, ano ba yung sinasabi kong writing in a not basic way? So ganito siya. Kasi syempre kung matagal mo nang ginagawa, you won't write it na step by step already. So you can write it kung you can start anywhere kung saan mo gustong mag-start. Ayan, and ayun. Para makita nyo lang yung difference pagka nag-write tayo in a basic way, no? Medyo bilisan ko na rin para marami pa tayong mai-discuss. Okay. So nakikita nyo, I can start anywhere I like. Kasi syempre, yung mga basic medyo memorize na natin. So kaya medyo mabilis siya. Although binibilisan ko lang para we can discuss, mas marami tayong ma-discuss, no? Okay, walang pad, mas maganda sana kung may pad na para straight. Anyway, okay pa rin naman. So, ayan. So, ganyan siya pagka sanay ka na, no? Now, ano yung sinasabi kong writing ito na basic way? So, ngayon, i-consider natin itong rules na to, pero gagamitin natin is pencil, not a broad pen. So, since hindi tayo gagamit ng broad pen, mas mahirap siya. So, parang ito-drawing natin siya in a 3D way. Okay. Kahapon, we discussed na pag naka 45 degree palagi yung pen mo, we can make a line, vertical lines, horizontal lines, okay, and diagonal lines. Nasa taas niya is naka-vertical, I mean naka 45 degrees. Okay, so ngayon kung gagawin natin siya in a pencil, ito-drawing natin siya na in observance na naka 45 degree yung taas. So that's very crucial. Kasi kung gumawa tayo ng lines tapos hindi 45 degrees sa taas at i-connect natin siya from tip to tip or tip to broad, madi-distort yung mga letters natin. Okay, so let's see, try tayong mag-drawing ng mga lines. So ayan, not 45 degrees, 45 degrees. Not necessarily na perfect naman na 45, pero dapat close to 45 degrees. Okay, vertical. So, and ayan, horizontal naman. Horizontal. And then diagonal. 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 So, yung mga lines na yan, i-connect natin gaya ng ginawa natin dito. No? So, mas mahirap siya kasi hindi broad. Although, syempre, kung may tiyaga, may nilaga. No? So, let's try writing it naman, yung sinasabi ko, in a not basic way. So, ganito siya. So, calligraphy. Ayan. Actually, dapat huli na yung flourish na yan. So, ihuli natin yung flourish. Okay. So, start. Then, let's go to letter A. First, gawa muna tayo ng vertical lines ng letter A na parallel. Okay. So, there you go. Ito yung sinasabi ko. Pagka hindi nag-vertical, nag-45 degrees yung edges na yan, pag magkoconnect ka na, medyo hindi siya okay tignan. Pero since okay naman, 45 degrees, so okay yan. Ngayon, next step, since we have two vertical lines, yun namang diagonal lines that will connect the two vertical lines. So, gaya ng ginawa natin dito sa taas, nag-tip to broad tayo. So, yung tip nito, i-connect natin sa broadness nun. So, diagonal line. Okay. So, we have diagonal lines na i-connect doon. So, tip, papunta doon sa broad. So, ibig sabihin yung dalawang broadness nung lines is papasok, mag-intersect to each other. Okay. And then sa baba, nag-tip to tip tayo, no? So, dapat parallel. Ito dito sa baba. Vertical na parallel. Tip to tip pala. Ayan, tip to tip. And then small line flourish. Small line vanish. Okay, and then letter L. 45 degrees. Okay, and then small tip to tip, small line vanish. And then okay, vertical, dapat parallel. Small line vanish. So, small line, then tip to tip. Then tip to tip. Sa letter G naman, okay, vertical, we have two vertical lines, and then tip to broad, tip to tip, and then diagonal, and then horizontal vanish. Okay, letter R. So, ma-observe nyo parang diamond lang yung mga small line vanish natin, no? Tip to tip, and then vanish. So, makikita nyo parang lang siyang addition of lines, no? Parang additions of lines lang siya. Okay. Vertical, vertical, tip to broad, tip to tip, then tip, small and vanish. Ayan, para mas maintindihan natin to, titignan natin tong ginawa kong mga vertical lines. Mga lines pala na naka 45 degrees sa taas. Okay. So, ito is parang yung vertical line niya, no? Okay, mas malaki lang kasi. So, let's try to make a letter A. So, make sure na parallel. Ayan, pati yung 45 degree parallel. So, 45 degree parallel siya doon. Otherwise, kung baliktad, ayan, hindi na siya parallel. So, pagka mapo-point to point, tip to tip ka dyan, it will look awkward na. Okay, anyway, ayan. Parallel na vertical lines. And then, i-connect natin siya with a diagonal line. So, sa taas, nag-tip to broad, no? So, this tip, connect natin sa tip nun. And then, yung broad naman, papasok sa pagka-broadness nun. Okay, so, ayan na siya. Tip to tip, broad to broad. Ito naman sa baba, magti-tip to tip tayo. So, tip to tip, tip to tip. Ayan, and then ito yung small line vanish natin. Okay, that's letter A. Ngayon, kung tatakalin mo sa taas, that's letter U. Diba? Kung aalisin naman natin tong small line vanish natin, that's letter O. So, kumbaga, that's the basic. Kung nagawa mo yung letter O, marami ka nang makagawa dyan. Now, kung alisin naman natin ito, and then, kumari mag-i-slide tayo, fold ko lang to diba, meron tayong slide rule na pinag-aralan kahapon. So, pag i-slide mo naman yung pen, ayan, magiging letter E siya. So, yun. Okay, so yan yung ginagawa natin. Ito yung ginagawa natin ito yung ginagawa natin actually dito. Ini-illustrate ko lang using lines na cut para mas ma-visualize natin, no? So, that's how you do it. Okay? Okay, now, balik tayo sa letter P. Ganun. So, ma-observe nyo may uniformity tayo na yung mga paa niya naka-tip to tip lahat palagi. So, para siyang it doesn't kinokontra niya yung mga tips, no? So, yan yung magbibigay ng parang one of the reasons para magmukha siyang calligraphy talaga. Pagka uniform yan, maganda siya. It will look calligraphy talaga. Now let's go, let's proceed. Vertical line, then flourish, vanish na circle. Okay, so vertical line, tip to tip, and then slide, and then vertical, and then tip to tip dun, then vanish. Yung mga tip to sorry, ito muna. So, pagka gagawa kayo, gawin nyo muna yung dalawang vertical lines ng letter para pagka i-connect nyo, accurate siya. Kung magtitip to tip kayo or mag-broad to broad kayo. Diagonal, and then vanish na horizontal, tip to tip. So, there you go. Then, of course, yan, na-follow natin yung 4 na rules na ang ginamit natin is pencil. We'll go to the 5/5 rule. Definitely, hindi natin siya matitwist kasi point lang siya, no? So, i-imagine naman ngayon natin siya na gumagamit tayo ng broad. Pero ito 2D drawing natin siya. So, for example, this one, merong yan. Then, you can just erase sa gitna. Ganyan. And then, of course, yung letter I. And then, of course, yung mga edges. Enhance. So, there you go. So, ito ngayon, i-review natin. This is written in a calligraphy pen. This is written in a pencil, but in a not basic way. And this is how you do it in a basic way. So, kumbaga, it's addition of lines na i-consider natin tong 5 rules. So, first, 45 degree. 45 degree dapat yung mga lines, up and down, right and left. Okay. Number 2, dapat parallel. Parallel yung mga yan. Ayan, yung mga lines, lahat ng lines. And perpendicular. Okay. Yung perpendicular, it will apply kapag gagawa ka ng mga paanong letters or mga letter H. For example, letter H. So, dapat perpendicular. Ito, di ba? So, na-discuss na natin yan kahapon. So, ayun. Babalikan lang natin para ma-review. Okay, and then of course yung observing tips and road. So as you can see, nag-tip to tip tayo at nag-tip to broad. And then may mga ibang letters na nag-broad to broad naman tayo. Although hindi masyado ako nag-apply ng broad to broad, it will apply sa mga big capital letters. And then number 4, yung vanishing. Ayan, may mga vanishing tayo. Just observe na pagka mag-vanish ka from a vertical line, pagka magpo-progress yung mga lines mo, panipis siya ng panipis. Okay? Otherwise, pag hindi siya from thick line to thin line, that's not vanish. So, yun lang naman natatandaan mo when you vanish. And then, twisting the angles. So, since hindi naman siya broad, so, i-flourish lang natin siya. Okay lang siya in a point. Kasi pag i-twist mo naman yung angle nito is magiging parang pointed pen siya. So, same with a pencil. So, kaya nung in-enhance natin yung edges, almost the same siya with this one. Kasi when you twist it naman, magiging fine siya. So, that's doing it in a pencil. Okay? Pero, actually, mayroon tayong in-skip na rule. Kasi pag gagawin mo siya na, may rule kasi na dapat, pagka-guides muna is light pencil. Hindi ko siya ni-light pencil kasi naka-camera tayo. Mas maganda kung makikita nyo siya na very dark, no? Although pagka yung rule talaga is dapat sa una muna is light. Para pagka iti-trace mo yung mga outer lines niya and may erase mo sa gitna, mas madali. So let's try kung paano yun. And gamit tayo ngayon ng Sharpie na color blue to trace the outlines. Ayan. Mag-isip tayo ng name. So, for example, Kenny. Pero light, hindi natin ipi-pressure. Maglalagay ng pressure. So, Kenny. Vertical. Ito mag-a-apply yung broad to broad na sinasabi ko pag gagawa ng flourish. Ayan. So, broad. Dalawang broad magkoconnect. Kung calligraphy pen siya, ganyan actually makikita ang tsura niyan. Although hindi mo makikita kasi covered siya. Okay. Try natin para makita niyo sinasabi ko. So 45 degrees sa pag ganun. Ayan, so parang ganun siya. Diba? Anyway. And then ito kasi dito muna tayo sa taas. Hindi, mag-slide tayo siya sa last slide and then mag-flourish tayo pag ganun, and then fourth diagonal and then point tip to tip. Flourish tayo on the right. So creative decision ko na pumunta this way, although you can go the other way. So light pencil lang tayo, ha. Vertical, tip to tip, tip to tip, then slide. Small line, vanish. Vertical line, tip to tip, then small line, vanish. Diagonal, tip to tip, vertical, vanish. Okay. Tip to tip. Small line vanish. Diagonal. And then vanish. Tip to tip. Letter N. IY. Tip to tip. Diagonal. And then we can have a horizontal na parallel na nag-vanish. Okay. Although let's redo it kasi mukhang banking siya. So that's yan yung cons, pros kapag advantage kapag you're using a light pencil. Pag nag-erase ka hindi masyadong madumi. Okay. So that's how you do it with yan. Natapos natin yung word na Kenny in a light pencil. Ngayon iti-trace natin ngayon yung outlines. Ito yung sinasabi ko na hindi natin i-include yung mga lines sa loob, no? Yung mga lines na yan sa loob hindi natin i-include. So yung mga outlines lang. Okay. Hindi nga na, tapos pagka iti-trace na natin, hindi natin isasagad since yung mga tips to tips natin is nakasagad dun sa mga lines. So magbibigay tayo ng allowance para may mga space like ito. So ayan. Since medyo nag-shake yung kamay ko. There. So there you go. Then nilagyan natin ng mga flourishes yun. So meron tayong word na Kenny. Okay, now pagka okay na siya, then we can erase yung mga guidelines natin sa loob. Okay, or we can fill it up with color blue. Pwede yun. So yan, we wrote a we wrote in calligraphy na pencil lang ginamit natin, di ba? We didn't use of a road marker. So that's how you do it. So let's try to fill it up yung mga kunwari sa taas lang half. Kasi may mga yan. Although it will only apply itong mga 45 degrees na rule. Ang mga tip to tip na yan, it will only apply pagka mga ganitong klaseng letter, font styles. Pagka scriptive, iba naman yung approach natin doon. So I will discuss that in a different video, no? Ibang approach naman yun. Okay, so for the moment, ito muna yung kaaralan natin. Okay. So, yan. So, not necessarily na i-fill natin lahat para may pagka-artistic naman siya. So, there you go. So, that's our lesson for today. And I hope that you learned something. So, kung gusto nyong ma-notify sa mga ibang videos, sa mga susunod na videos natin, please subscribe. And thank you for watching. See you on our next video.